So good evening everyone. Today we are going to continue the chapter 1, that is real numbers, and in that we are going to study exercise 1.3 today. So before studying exercise 1.3, we are going to study about the theorems 1.3, 1.4 and 1.5. So this theorem number 1.4 and 1.5 are totally based on the theorem 1.3 only. So first let us understand what is theorem 1.3. It says that let x be a rational number. We have taken x as a rational number. We have taken x as a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Means if we take x, that is 3 by 4, it is a rational number because it is in the form of p by q. If it has a decimal expansion that terminates, where p and q are co-primes and its prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. So let us take example, that is 3 by 4. So we can write 4 as 3 by 2 square, right? We can write 4 as 2 square. So it is terminating because we can write 3 by 4 as 0.75. Right? It is terminating. This number is ending here, which means it terminates. If this number doesn't end and it continues like 0.753456, it is non-terminating. And if it is not ending, it means that it is not terminating. Terminating means ending. If it's not ending, then it is not terminating number. So in theorem number 1.4, we learn about that only. That means let x be a rational number. I have given dots here because it is continued till here, the prime factorization. So we can write this q is in the form of 2 power n to 5 power n. So x is a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Then x can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p, q are co-primes and the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n. Then x has a decimal expansion which terminates, which I have shown here, right? Now in theorem 1.5, we discuss opposite of it, that is where q is not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n, right? Where q is not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n. So here we can take as 1.3 as example. So if we divide 1 by 3, what we get? 0.3333 bar. So 3 is repeating here. So repeating number, it is non-terminating, it is continuing, and it is also repeating. So we term it as recurring number. And here 2 by 7 also. If we divide 2 by 7, so we take 0. That is 2. We get 14.6. Again it will be continuing like this only. So we get some number which is non-terminating, repeating. So this is the whole concept of these three theorems, which is based totally on this theorem number 1.3, which says that if a number, a rational number p by q, it is in the form of p by q, where p and q are co-primes, right? And prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. So if it is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n, then it terminates. This number terminates and it ends itself. But if it is not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n, it does not terminate and it can also repeat also. That means recurring number. Okay. Now we are going to study about exercise number 1.3. So now we have been asked that write the following rational numbers in their decimal form and also state which are terminating, non-terminating and repeating. So we have one basic rule that this number should be a rational number first. It is a rational number. How we certify that? It is in the form of p by q. P, q, right? We have numerator, we have denominator. Then what we do? We check the q. Q is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. So how we can write 8? We can write 8 as 2 power 3. 8 equals to 2 power 3. So it means that it is terminating number. So first we got the answer, that is it is terminating number. So how we prove that? So let us divide it. 8 divided by 3. So 0 point, we take point here, we take 0 here. 8 3 ja 24. We get 6 as carry. Again we take 0. Right? 8 7 ja 56. We get 4 as carry. So here we take 0. 8 5 ja, that is 40. So this number ends itself, that is we got 3 by 8, the value of 3 by 8, that is 0.73. So 3 by 8 equals to 0.375 and it is a terminating number. It is a terminating number. Because q is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m. Right? Now next second one, that is 229 by 400. We certify that it is a rational number or not. P by Q form, it is in the P by Q form, and Q, it can be written in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m. So we divide 400. We take prime factorization of 400. So 2, we get 200 here. Again we take 2. 200 times is 200. Again we take 2, that is 50. Again we take 2, that is 25. Now we can take 5. 5 square is 25. Again we take 5. So what we get, these 2 times, that equals to 2 power 4 into 5 power 2. So it is also a terminating number, right? Because q is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. Therefore it is a terminating number. If you want to prove, you can divide these both numbers, right? So now we have an improper fraction that we can be written as 4 1 to the power of 5 can be written as 21 by 5. So here q, we can see it is a rational number in the form of p by q, and q, which is 5, it can be written as 5 power m, right? So it is a terminating number. So let us prove that 21 gets divided by 5, that is 5 4s are 20. We get 1 carrier, we take a point, that is 10. 4.2 is the answer. So it is a terminating number because q is in the form of 5 power m. Now 2 by 11. So 11 can't be written in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. So it can't be a terminating number. So now let us check if it is a non-terminating number or repeating decimal. So now we divide 2 by 11. We take 0. We get 20 here, 0.1. So now 2 gets divided by 11. We take point here, that is 11. So we get 9 as the answer. So we again take 0. 11 is 88. Again we get 2 here. So again 20, again 1. Again we get 11, again we get 9, again we take 11 here. So it is 18 bar. So because this 18 number is repeating itself, again if you divide continue, you will get the same one. So we can write it is non-terminating, repeating or reoccurring number. Repeating or recurring number. So last one, 8 gets divided by 125. So it is a rational number and in the form of q we have 125. 125 can be written as 5, 25 times is 125, 5 times is 25 and 5, 1 times is 5. So 5 cube equals to 125. 125 can be written in the form of 5 power n. Therefore it is terminating number, right? So now in the second bit we have been asked that without performing division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating, non-terminating or repeating decimal form. So in the first bit what we did, if we have 3 by 4, what we have done, we have divided 3 by 4, that is 0 point. We have taken 0 here. 4 7 that is 28 we have taken, we have got 2. Like this we have done the division here. So now we don't have to do this division. We have to just prove it by looking at the Q form of the rational number. So how you do it? So if we have a rational number in the form of P by Q, and in the place of Q we have 3, 1, 2, 5. So we prime factorize it. How? 3, 1, 2, 5. Prime factorization, we get 5. 5 6 is 30, 5 2 is 10, and 5 5 is 25. Right? Then again we divide it by 5. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, and 5 5s are 25. Again we divide it by 5. 5 2s are 10, and 5 25. So 5 2s are 10. We get carrier, that is 25. 5 5 is 25. Then 5 times of 5 is 25. 5 times of 1 is 25. So how many 5s we have? 2, 2, 5. So therefore 5 to the power of 5. We can write 1, 3, 1, 2, 5 in the form of 5 to the power of 5, that is 5 to the power of m. Therefore it is a terminating number. Right? It is a terminating number. Now second one we have 4, 5, 5. 64 gets divided by 4, 5, 5. So we have nearly 10 problems in this second bit. So I have chosen only 5 to show different types of division forms. So we have 4, 5, 5, 5. That is Q equals to 4, 5, 5. So we prime factorize 4, 5, 5. We get 5. 5 8s are 40, 5 9s are 45, 91. So 91 we can't divide it by 3 or we can't divide it by 5. But we can divide it by 7. 7 1s are 7 3s are. So 13 is a prime number. We divide it directly by 13. So what we get? 5 power 1 into 7 power 1 into 13 power 1. But we want 2 power n into 5 power n form only. So therefore it is not a terminating number. It is not a terminating number, and it is also a repeating number because it doesn't verify this 2 power n into 5 power n in the Q form. Now we have 29 by 343. That is fifth problem of the questions given in the textbook. So Q equals to 343. So we prime factorize it. 343. So we have 343 here. So we divide it by 7 first. 7 4 ja 28. What we get? 6 as carry here. 7 4 are 28. 6 as carry. 7 9s are 63. Right? Then we divide again 7. 7 7s are 49. We get 7 again. So what we got? 340 as a 7 cube. So it is not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n. It is not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n. So it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Right? Then this is the easiest question here. It is directly given 2 power 2, 5 power 2 and 7 power 5. So don't mistaken that if 2 power n into 5 power m form is present, then we can ignore this 7 power 5. We can't ignore it. So it is Q equals to 2 power 2 into 5 power 2 into 7 power 5. We only want this 2 power 2 into 5 power 2 only. But we have 7 power 5 also. Therefore, it is not in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m. So non-terminating repeating decimal, non-terminating repeating decimal. So now last one, that is 77 gets divided by 210. So we have a rational number and in the form of cube we have 210. So 210 we take as prime factorization, that is 3 is 7 ja, and 3 7 is a 210. So here we can take 235 times is 70. Again we can here take 5 now, 5 7 is a 35 and 7 power 1. So we get 3 power 1 into 2 power 1 into 5 power 1 into 7 power 1. So here also you can see we have 2m into 5m, but we have in additional 3 and 7 also. Therefore it is in the it is not in the form of, it is not in the 2 power n into 5 power m. So non-terminating and repeating, non-terminating and repeating decimal. So here we have proved the various forms that are terminating, non-terminating and repeating without actually dividing them. Okay. So now in the third bit we have been asked that write the following rational numbers in decimal form using theorem 1.4. So using theorem 1.4, that is, what we have to do is we have to convert this Q form, that is Q form should be in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, right? So now we have to write it as 10 power m plus n. A power n into b power n equals to a plus b whole to power n. So now we have to bring this 2 power n into 5 power m in the form of 10 power m plus n. So to do it, we have to multiply into numerator and we have to multiply into denominator also. So we convert this denominator in the form of 10 power n. So we convert 2 power m into 5 power m in the form of 10 power n here. So now 25. How can we write 25? 25, we first prime factorize it. 5 square is 25, right? So that is 5. We don't have any 2 power 0, we have 2 power 0 here. So what we do, we have 13 by 25, right? We can write it as 13 by 5 square and we multiply 2 square on numerator and denominator. So what we get, 13 into 4 by 10 square. So 13 into 4 will be 52 by 100. So this will be the answer for 13 by 25. So now if you further divide it, what you get is 0.52. So here we can take directly here 0.52. So this will be the answer for 13 by 25. So now we have second one, that is 16. So 16 we can write as 2 power 4 directly, right? So 16 gets divided by 2, that is 8 times, again 2, that is 4 times, again 2, that is 2 times, again 2, that is so we have 2 power 4. So 16 equals to 2 power 4. So now what you can do, so we want 2 power n into 5 power n equals to 10 power n. So we have 2 power n. So now we have to bring 5 power m also. So what we do, 15 by 16 equals to 15 by 2 power 4, that is 16, multiplied by 5 power 4 by 5 power 4. So if you divide this, you get again the same 15 by 16, and if you multiply, you get the answer to this question. So 15 into 625 gets divided by 10 power 4. So 15 into 625 we get 625, 15, 5 5 are 25, 5 2s are 10, 5 6 are 30, 31, 5 2 6 we get 5 7 3 9. So 9375 by 10,000. Right, 4 zeros we get. So what will be the answer? 0.9375 will be the answer for the question. Now third one, what we have, 2 cube into 5 square. 2 cube into 5 square. So 23 gets divided by 2 cube into 5 square. So now we have to multiply 5 on the numerator and on the denominator. So what will be at 23 into 5 by 2 cube into 5 cube. So we have the powers same, so we can add. Now we can multiply these denominators. We can multiply the bases of these powers. So 23 into 5, 10 to the power whole cube. 2 5s are 10 and the power will remain the same. So 23 into 5, that will be 115 by 1000. So what we get? 0.115 as the answer. So now we have 7218 divided by 3 square into 5 square. So what we want? 2 power m, 2 power n into 5 power m. But what we have? 3 square into 5 square. So what we do? 7218 will divide it by 9 into 5 square. We keep 5 square as it is and we divide this 7218 by 9. So 9 1 times will be 9 8s are 72 and 9 we can take 0 here and 9 2s are 18, right? 9 8s are 72, we got a 0 here because we can't divide 1, and 9 2s are 18. So it will be 802 by 5 square. So now what we want? We want 2 square here. So what we do? 802 into 2 square by 2 square into 5 square. We divide 2 square on the numerator and on the denominator. So you can write it as it is, 5 square into 2 square. So 802 into 4 by 10 to the power of 2. A power n into b power n equals to a into b whole power n. So we have 802 into 4 will be 4 2s are 8, 4 zeros are 0, 4 8s are 32. 3208 gets divided by 1000. So what we get? 3.208. So here one mistake, 10 square will be not 1000, it will be 100. So we get the answer as 32.08. So the answer for 7218 by 3 square into 5 square will be 32.08. Now the last question, 143 by 110. So 110 can be prime factorized as 2 into 55, 5 into 11 and 11 1 times. So we get q in the form of 2 power 1 into 5 power 1 into 11. So now 143 by, we can write this in the place of, that is 110, right? By 2 into 5 into 11. So we have to divide 143 by 11. So 11 1 times, 11 1 times will be 11 and we get 3 carry here, that will be 13. So 13 by 10, that will be 1.3, right? So now express the following decimals in the form of p by q and write the prime factor of q. So we have to express these numbers in the form of p by q. So what we can do? We have 43.123. So we have to remove the point here. We remove the point and we get denominator as 1000. So in the third bit, what we did? So we have converted 2 power m into 5 power n in the denominator in the form of 10 times. Now we have to convert it into the form of 2 power n into 5 power n. Just we have to reverse it. So 43.123 will be so it will be 2. So it will be basically that equals to 43123, it gets divided by 10 power whole cube. 1000 is 10 cube. So now 1 we get 43123, 2 into 5 whole cube. So now we can write separately for this both these numbers. 43123, 2 cube into 5 cube. So now we have got the denominator in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n. Therefore, it is a terminating number. It is a terminating number. So now if we look here, we have this number 0.1201112001112. So in denominator, if we take also, we can't get a number because it will be 1, 2, 1000 something. So we don't know exactly how many zeros we need here, and it is not in the form of p by q also, because 0.1211200. Therefore clearly it is not in the form of p by q. Therefore it is not a rational number. So now the question ends here, Silfers, because the three conditions are for rational numbers only, and here it is not a rational number. Therefore, now we have the most important one of this exercise, that is 43.12 bar, which means that 43 gets divided by 100 or 1000, we get 121212, right? So now we take x equals to 43.12 bar, then x equals to 43. So now we can write this number as 43.121212 because it repeats itself continuously till infinity. So now what we do, we multiply 100 on both sides. Multiply 100 on both sides. So we take this equation as 1 and we multiply on both sides, so as we get 100x equals to 1212 continuously. So now this we take it as equation number 2. Now we divide equation 2 minus equation 1. So what we get, 100x equals to 4312.12.1212, right? So we get in equation 1 what we have, x equals to 43.121212. So now we subtract it, we get 99x equals to, so this 1212 beyond this point get cancelled. We have here that will be 4312 minus 43. So we take carry here, we get 12. 12 minus 3 will be 9, and it would be 10 minus 4, it will be 6, and we get 4269 as the answer. 99x equals to 4269. So what will be the value of x? That will be 4269 by 99. Here 99 is not in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m. So therefore it is a non-terminating and repeating number. So you have one more problem, that is fourth one, that is 0.63 bar. So you can try it as homework or do it yourself to test if you have understood this problem. Thank you.